En la clase de hoy vamos a aprender inglés de una manera sencilla y divertida. Vamos a escuchar y leer 4 historias diferentes en inglés. La idea es que te vayas familiarizando con el idioma, escuchando y leyendo todo en inglés. Todas las palabras que no entiendas, escríbelas en tu cuaderno para posteriormente traducirlas. Verás que si eres constante con este método, verás grandes resultados. Sin nada más que decir, comencemos.
In the bustling city of Los Angeles, where dreams come true and stars shine brighter than anywhere else, lived an action movie actor named Alex Turner. Alex was known for his impressive stunts and charisma on the big screen. He had starred in numerous blockbuster films and was admired by millions of fans around the world. However, Alex's life had not always been easy. Born in a small town in Texas, he had grown up in a humble family. From a young age, he dreamed of becoming an actor, but he knew the path would not be easy. With determination and a lot of effort, he moved to Los Angeles to pursue his dream. The first years in the city were tough. Alex worked various jobs to support himself while attending auditions and taking acting classes. Despite the rejections and difficulties, he never lost hope. His big break came when he was cast in a supporting role in an action movie. His talent and dedication did not go unnoticed, and soon he began receiving offers for more significant roles. Over time, Alex became a movie star. His films were box office hits, and his name was synonymous with action and adventure. However, despite his success, he felt that something was missing in his life. Fame and fortune could not fill the void he felt in his heart. One day, while filming a dangerous scene for his latest movie, Alex suffered a severe accident. One of the stunts went wrong, and he ended up with a broken leg and several fractured ribs. He was rushed to the hospital, where doctors told him he would need months of rehabilitation to fully recover. During his convalescence, Alex had a lot of time to reflect on his life and career. He realized that, although he loved acting, he had neglected other important parts of his life. He decided that once he recovered, he would make some significant changes. After months of therapy and rehabilitation, Alex was finally ready to return to work. However, instead of accepting the first role he was offered, he decided to take some time to travel and reconnect with his roots. He visited his hometown in Texas and spent time with his family and childhood friends. These experiences gave him a new perspective and reminded him of what truly mattered in life. Inspired by his travels and reflections, Alex decided to produce and star in a movie that told a more personal and meaningful story. The film, titled Rebirth, was about a man who, after achieving success, realizes he has lost his way and seeks to rediscover his purpose in life. The production of Rebirth was a challenge, but Alex was determined to make it a reality. He gathered a talented team of writers, directors, and actors, and they worked tirelessly to create a film that would touch the hearts of the audience. When it finally premiered, Rebirth was acclaimed by critics and the public. The film was not only a commercial success but also received several important awards. The success of Rebirth marked a new chapter in Alex's career. Now, in addition to being known as an action star, he was also respected as a talented and visionary filmmaker. He continued acting in action movies, but also dedicated himself to producing and directing projects with deeper meaning. Throughout his life, Alex never forgot the lessons he had learned during his recovery. He maintained a balance between his career and personal life, and always strived to be a better person and a better artist. His story inspired many, demonstrating that with determination and passion, it is possible to overcome any obstacle and find a greater purpose in life. In the vast and diverse land of the United States, there lived a photographer named Ethan Miller. Ethan was known for his ability to capture the essence of landscapes and people through his lens. His passion for photography began when he was a child, when his grandfather gave him his first camera. Since then, he had never stopped exploring the world through his viewfinder. Ethan had traveled all over the country, from the bustling streets of New York to the tranquil deserts of Arizona, always in search of the next great photograph. His work had been published in numerous magazines and had won several awards, but for him, the true reward was the thrill of discovering and capturing unique moments. One day, while checking his mail, Ethan received an invitation to participate in a photography exhibition in San Francisco. The exhibition, titled Faces of America, aimed to showcase the diversity and beauty of people and places across the country. Ethan was excited about the opportunity and decided that his contribution would be a series of photographs capturing everyday life in different parts of the United States. He began his journey in New York, where he spent days walking the streets, capturing the energy and dynamism of the city. He photographed street musicians in the subway, street vendors in Times Square, and joggers in Central Park. Each image told a unique story and reflected the vibrant life of the city. From New York, Ethan headed to the Appalachians, where he spent time with rural communities. He photographed farmers working in their fields, children playing in the rivers, and families gathered around the dinner table. The images were a testament to the simplicity and beauty of country life. His next destination was southern Louisiana, where he captured the rich culture and traditions of the region. He photographed the colorful Mardi Gras parades, jazz musicians in New Orleans bars, and fishermen in the swamps. Each photograph was a celebration of the heritage and spirit of the people of the South. Ethan then traveled to the Southwest, where the vast deserts and ancient rock formations offered a stunning contrast to his previous destinations. He spent time in Arizona and New Mexico, photographing desert landscapes, indigenous reservations, and starry skies. The images were a reminder of the majesty and serenity of nature. Finally, Ethan reached the West Coast, where he spent time on the beaches of California and the mountains of Oregon. He photographed surfers challenging the waves, hikers exploring the forests, and families enjoying sunsets on the beach. The photographs captured the freedom and adventure that defined life on the West Coast. After months of travel and thousands of photographs, Ethan returned to his studio to select the images he would present at the exhibition. It was a difficult process, as each photograph held special meaning for him. Finally, he chose a series of images that he believed best represented the diversity and beauty of the United States. On the night of the exhibition opening, the hall was filled with people eager to see the works of the participating photographers. Ethan was nervous, but excited. When the lights dimmed and the first images appeared on the screen, the audience fell silent, amazed by the beauty and depth of the photographs. Ethan's images were met with applause and praise. People approached him to congratulate him and share how his photographs had touched their hearts. "You have captured the true essence of our country," an elderly woman said with tears in her eyes. "Thank you for reminding us how beautiful America is." Ethan felt overwhelmed by the positive response and grateful for the opportunity to share his work. The exhibition was a resounding success, and his photographs were published in several media outlets. But for Ethan, the true achievement was being able to tell the stories of the people and places he had met on his journey. Over time, Ethan continued to travel and photograph, always in search of new stories to tell. His work inspired many and left a lasting mark on the world of photography. And although he had captured countless images throughout his career, he always fondly remembered the journey that led him to discover the true beauty of his country. In the year 2035, humanity had made significant advancements in space exploration. NASA had launched a new mission to the moon, and the astronaut chosen to lead it was Commander David Martinez. David, a veteran astronaut with multiple missions to his name, had dreamed of traveling to the moon since he was a child. Now, that dream was about to come true. The mission, called Luna 2035, aimed to establish a permanent lunar base that would serve as a launch point for future explorations to Mars and beyond. David's team consisted of 4 astronauts: flight engineer Sarah Thompson, planetary scientist Dr. Michael Lee, robotics specialist Emily Chen, and mission doctor Dr. Javier Morales. On the day of the launch, the Kennedy Space Center was filled with excitement and anticipation. Families, friends, and colleagues gathered to bid farewell to the astronauts. "We're about to make history," said David, as they prepared to board the spacecraft. "We're going to the moon." The launch was perfect. The spacecraft, named Odyssey, majestically ascended into the sky, leaving Earth behind. During the journey, the team conducted various tests and experiments to ensure everything was functioning correctly. The camaraderie and team spirit were evident as they worked together to overcome any challenges that arose. After several days of travel, they finally reached lunar orbit. The view of the moon from the spacecraft window was breathtaking. "It's even more beautiful than I imagined," said Sarah, marveling at the lunar landscape. The team began preparations for the lunar landing. David, as commander, was the first to descend to the lunar module. "Houston, this is Tranquility Base," said David, as he touched the lunar surface. "The Eagle has landed." The other team members followed David, and together they planted the United States flag on the lunar soil. It was a historic moment, filled with pride and emotion. "We're here to stay," said Michael, as they took photos and recorded videos to document their mission. Over the next few weeks, the team worked tirelessly to establish the lunar base. They built habitation modules, installed solar panels, and deployed scientific equipment to study the lunar geology and climate. Emily, the robotics specialist, led the installation of several autonomous robots that would assist in the construction and maintenance of the base. One night, while observing Earth from the moon, David reflected on the importance of their mission. "We're here not just to explore, but to inspire future generations," he said. "The moon is just the beginning." The team also conducted several spacewalks to collect samples of lunar rocks and dust. These samples would be brought back to Earth for detailed analysis. Javier, the mission doctor, constantly monitored the health and well-being of the astronauts, ensuring everyone was in optimal condition. One day, while exploring a lunar cave, the team made a surprising discovery. They found traces of frozen water beneath the surface. This finding was significant, as the water could be used to sustain life and produce fuel for future missions. "This changes everything," said Michael, excited about the possibilities. As the mission drew to a close, the team prepared to return to Earth. They packed their equipment and samples and temporarily dismantled some parts of the base for future missions. "We've achieved a lot, but this is just the beginning," said Sarah as they boarded the lunar module for liftoff. The journey back to Earth was smooth and uneventful. Upon re-entering Earth's atmosphere, the Odyssey spacecraft was greeted with applause and cheers. The astronauts were welcomed as heroes, and their mission was celebrated as a great success. Back on Earth, the team shared their experiences and discoveries with the scientific community and the general public. The samples of frozen water and lunar rocks provided valuable information that would help plan future missions to the moon and beyond. David, Sarah, Michael, Emily, and Javier continued working at NASA, contributing their expertise and knowledge to new missions and projects. Their journey to the moon inspired a new generation of space explorers, demonstrating that with determination and teamwork, there are no limits to what humanity can achieve. In the vibrant city of New York, where dreams come true and opportunities abound, lived a businessman named John Anderson. John was known for his innovative vision and ability to turn ideas into successful businesses. However, his path to success had not been easy. John was born into a middle-class family in a small town in Ohio. From a young age, he showed a great interest in business and technology. He spent hours reading books about famous entrepreneurs and dreamed of one day creating his own company. After graduating from college with a degree in business administration, he decided to move to New York to pursue his dreams. The first years in the city were tough. John worked various jobs to support himself while trying to launch his own company. Despite the challenges, he never lost hope. His big break came when he met an investor named Richard Collins at a technology conference. Richard was impressed by John's passion and ideas and decided to invest in his company. With Richard's financial support, John founded his first company, a tech startup called Innovate Tech. The company focused on developing technological solutions for small and medium-sized businesses. At first, they faced many obstacles, but with perseverance and hard work, they managed to launch their first product to the market. The product was a success, and soon, Innovate Tech began to grow rapidly. John hired a talented team, and together they worked to expand the company. As the company grew, so did John's reputation as a visionary entrepreneur. He was invited to speak at conferences and business events, and his ideas were published in magazines and newspapers. However, success also brought new challenges. The competition in the tech sector was fierce, and John knew he needed to keep innovating to stay ahead. He decided to diversify Innovate Tech's products and explore new areas such as artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things. This decision proved to be wise, and the company continued to thrive. One day, while reviewing financial reports, John realized he had reached a level of success he had never imagined. However, he also realized he had neglected his personal life. He spent most of his time in the office and barely saw his family and friends. He decided it was time to find a balance between his professional and personal life. John began delegating more responsibilities to his team and taking time to enjoy the things he loved. He rediscovered his passion for music and started playing the guitar again. He also joined a hiking club and began exploring the beautiful landscapes of New York and its surroundings. As he found balance in his life, John also realized the importance of giving back to the community. He decided to establish a foundation to support young entrepreneurs and provide scholarships to underprivileged students. The foundation, called Innovative Future, became an important part of his legacy. Over time, Innovate Tech became one of the most influential tech companies in the country. John continued to lead the company with passion and dedication, but always remembering the importance of maintaining balance in his life. His story inspired many young entrepreneurs to follow their dreams and never give up, no matter the obstacles. One day, while giving a talk at a university, a student asked him what his greatest achievement was. John smiled and replied, "My greatest achievement is not the success of my company, but finding balance in my life and being able to give back to the community. True success is not measured only in terms of wealth, but in the positive impact you can have on the world." John Anderson's story is a reminder that with determination, passion, and a balanced approach, it is possible to achieve great things and make a difference in the lives of others. His legacy continues to inspire future generations of entrepreneurs to dream big and work hard to make their dreams come true.
Espero de todo corazón que esta clase te haya gustado. Si es así, regálame un like y suscríbete al canal, que en verdad me ayudarías bastante. Y para todos los estudiantes que se quedaron hasta el final, les tengo un regalo. Debajo de este video encontrarán una clase de inglés desde cero totalmente gratuita. El link para esta clase estará en la descripción del video o en el comentario fijado. También te recomiendo que veas este otro video donde aprenderás inglés con una historia muy interesante, súper divertida. Entonces te espero ahí, no te lo puedes perder.